Picking up the action here at the Cow Palace in San Francisco, it's the Chiefs and the Jolters in a championship round game. This Walt Harris and Jerry Seltzer to call the action, and the score here in the opening moments of the fifth period of play, the first period in the last half, is the Chiefs 29 and the Jolters 22. Girls are on the track, the pack's being formed to get a play underway. 7 points separating these two clubs. The Chiefs out in front. Two visiting teams skating here at the Cow Palace in the championship round game in San Francisco. Barbara Baker is out for the Jolters. Judy McGuire, number 45, in pursuit for the Chiefs. Judy, the flashing blonde, former New York State speeding skating champion, has a point. Jolter was on the deck, and it was a Chief point. She went by and scored the point. The Jolter skater is still down. It's Armida Ortiz, I believe. That makes the score 30-22. The point picked up in there by Judy McGuire for the Chiefs.
Sandy Dunn, as you mentioned, not skating. That ankle injury in the infield, and Judy McGuire having to pick up the slack, as is Carolyn Moreland out there. Carolyn's doing a fine job as a pivot skater, and that's something good news for the Chief fans.
Nice to know you got somebody like that can step in when they're needed. 30-22 is the score. Debbie Thompson skating with a bad case of bronchitis. Not supposed to be in this game, but she is ongoing in doctor's order. She said she wanted to be a part of this team in the championship round game, and she is out there. And here we go on the jam. Judy McGuire is out, and she has a big lead on the play.
The only jammer moving, number 45.
Chiefs are slowing the pack down now because they have the only jammer out on the play. That is Judy McGuire. Judy McGuire moving on the pack. Jan Vallow back there to block for the Jolters. Big, tough Jan Vallow. There's her first block on McGuire. It takes more than one to put this gal down. McGuire hammered again. Barbara Baker drops back, number 5. She takes a shot in there, Judy. Now it's Vallow. Sagging. Judy McGuire. Baker hits her. Down she goes. Vallow waiting for her to get up. Hits her again as she gets up but knocks her down. 15 seconds of jamming time left. Baker waiting. Baker with a block on McGuire, staggering. Trying to pick up speed. Vallow with a big jump block right up and around her that time. 4 seconds. Baker back there. 3, 2, 1. And no score on that jam. Judy McGuire gave it everything she had, but they outgunned her on that one. Score remains at 30-22. The Chiefs lead the Jolters here in the first period in the last half in a championship round game.
Well, I think you saw something there. The pack really stopped. The officials had to decide whether they're going to call everybody for a penalty or not, because the rules state the pack is supposed to stay in motion, but the Chiefs were able to stop it and still were not able to get a score.
So the pack's being formed again. Jammers will start from the rear of the pack. Another play will get underway. Ortiz, who was down earlier on the play, is up and she's on the infield. She's all right. She'll be back in action again. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first period of play. Catherine Shaw in there moving to the Jammers helmet. But Rose Duran is out first for the Jolters. Claudia Hobby, Catherine Shaw moving behind her. Hobby 49, Catherine Shaw 46 moving here for the Chiefs. Also out Pam Kaniva, number 6. For the Jolters, so all 4 jammers are out and moving on this play. Duran with the lead. Hobby with a block on her, puts her down, and Hobby moves away. Hobby having a fine game here for the Chiefs. Tall, lanky girl has a good future. Kaniva puts down Catherine Shaw. Now she's in pursuit of Claudia Hobby, who is in pursuit of the pack. And at the rear of the pack, the block for the Jolters, Jan Vallow there in the face mask. There's her block and Hobby. Kaniva grabs the lead in the jam. She has to face Carolyn Moreland, number 43 of the Chiefs. Downward Hobby, put there by Vallow. Vallow moving up to the block there on Moreland and paves the way for 1-2. Team blocking. Could be 3 points in there. Trying for more. I don't think she got that 4th point. Let's see, 3 or 4.
And the official decision.
3 Jolter points on the play. They have 25 on the scoreboard now, and the Chiefs have 30. So it was a big play in there for the Jolters. 30-25, 3:50 to go here in this period. The Jolters are starting to come back, Jerry, but they were down by quite a few there for a while.
That big play right at the end of the first half with the Chiefs picking up 8 points on as confusing a play as you're going to see. Certainly took a lot out of the Jolters, but very poised club, even though they're so young. They come right back, They have not folded, and if anything, they've been dominating the game so far early in the second half.
So the pack is formed, and here we go with another jam. And Baker is out on the jam for the Jolters. Out to keep her company is Gail Byrne. Chasing Gail Byrne is Noreen Gallagher, 42 of the Chiefs. So the Chiefs are outnumbered on this jam. The Jolters have the lead, and McGuire's in trouble. They're in the pack, and so is Carolyn Moreland. And there go the two Jolters. They score 2 apiece. Could be a total of 4 for the Jolters.
4 points.
It is 4 points. The announcer was going to say 2 there for a moment, but it's 2 for each jammer. That really closed the gap. The Jolters have picked up right here in the last 2 jams. 7 points in all, so they have 29 on the scoreboard now, and the Chiefs have 30.
30-29.
We have 2:32 to go here in this first period of play in the last half, the 5th period of the game. There are 4 periods in each half. America's fastest growing spectator sport. Backs form, jammer starting from the rear of the pack. McGuire out there on the jam. Catherine Shaw trying to move out for the Chiefs. The Jolters, they get the first skater out, and it's Barbara Baker again. Carolyn Moreland giving the whip to the flashing blonde Judy McGuire. If she can't hold it, if Judy can't hold it. Beautiful move. She suckered Baker into that. Baker figured here is a chance to eliminate the competition. McGuire waited till Baker threw her block, then quickly sidestepped, and away she went. A great move by Judy. She suckered Baker into that move. Judy McGuire, the only skater in scoring position now, as Baker is back in the pack. Jan Vallow back there blocking. That's not much of a reward for going out on the jam with a good move to have to run into Jan Vallow. Now Vallow tells Baker, you go back, take the next shot. This is what she did. Now Vallow waiting. Another block. We've plenty of time left on this jam. McGuire really slowed down, has to pick up speed again. Pack almost moving in a standstill, if that's called moving. She outmaneuvers Baker. She outmaneuvers Vallow. She has 2. 2 points for Judy. Look at Judy skate out there. Tremendous skating. Baker and Vallow hit the deck. Judy picked up 2. Great skating by Judy McGuire. And the Chiefs now lead the Jolters 32-29 with 1 minute to go here in the 5th period of play in this first period in the last half. Championship round game. They could still score here if they get out and move. I think if I was the Chiefs, I'd send out Judy McGuire again. Of course, that was a lot of work in the last play. They might be a little winded. 36 seconds. They're going to have to get moving. They're going to have to move if they want to get somebody out on this jam. 27 seconds. Hodney moving in the outside. Vallow cuts her off. Gallagher breaks away. Pam Kniever in pursuit for the Jolters. Gallagher 42 out there with the lead for the Chiefs. 15 seconds. 4 jammers are moving. 10 seconds. When there are 4 out, that slows down the speed a little bit because you're always trying to take a shot at the other skater and eliminate the competition. That'll stop them from catching the pack. They will not get up to the pack. That's it. They did not get up to the pack. They did not get in scoring position. So even though the Chiefs lead by 3, that was a good skating period for the Jolter girls. Their team was trailing by about 9 points when they started this half. And they picked up 6 of the deficit, so they're right back in the game. Especially that's good for the men as they come on the track in the next period. That's the end of the 5th period of play with the score. The Chiefs 32 and the Jolters 29.